Hey, hello YouTubers! The earth is flat and I'm wrong. Can you imagine me saying that? I found a lesson and it's basically dated in 1990 and it's a lesson on critical thinking. And it's also about the real story behind that lesson, and I'll show you also the teacher's manuals and everything that goes along with it. It's all about a documentary that was made in the 90s, and as it said here, it's a comprehensive documentary film proving fairly conclusively that the global Earth doctrine is little more than an elaborate hoax. At once both absurdist and matter-of-fact, it presents a careful constructed argument from a well-researched point of view. The Earth is flat. That's the video, the film, the documentary we will talk about. And my video is all about critical thinking. So people like Dan Flynn, who presents himself as some sort of professor, or I don't know, uses that video and he says, that's the proof that the Earth is flat. And somewhere in the description below his video he says, just consider me to be a lawyer, presenting evidence, and you be the judge. But I've learned that evidence can be falsified. Now the whole film, the whole documentary was made to teach children critical thinking. And the text you see here is from the manual that goes along with the film. Please take your time to read it. But it's basically all about how you can be manipulated in 1990 by, for instance, television, the press, and what you have. So in that sense, when Eric Dubai, you all know, who also uses this video as proof, says the world has been systematically brainwashed and indoctrinated. And he strongly urges everyone to listen with an open and critical mind. And yes, this video is all about manipulation. It's all about critical thinking. And so our so-called critical thinkers on YouTube all copy and copy and copy, and I guess without thinking. In some of my previous presentations, you have seen that I mentioned don't copy, because you simply run the risk to fail. And then you have the critical thinkers that block the YouTube channel, so you can't even comment on what they show. But this guy, Odin Rising, has basically the full documentary in a clip. And I urge you now to pause my presentation. Go there and take the time to watch the full documentary. Not only the clips taken by Eric and all the others, but the full documentary. It's interesting. It was a revelation. So I hope you did what I asked, that we're now 26 minutes later, that you enjoyed the documentary. And the question I will ask you in a few minutes is, do you think you managed to watch it critically and with an open mind? As I said, the film is made to teach children critical thinking, and the makers of the documentary prepared questions for students to answer after seeing the documentary. Just an example here. It's a handout given to the teachers, and children get to answer questions like, what was Copernicus' bizarre theory? What was the goal of the experiments Parallax did at the canal? What makes the Earth look curved from space? Also, other activities for the students were prepared, and for these activities they got, for instance, the key dates from Andrea's life, the woman you met in that 26 minutes video. More information was given to the teachers and the students. They had to discuss points like, okay, what is the power of the media? How can media be used as a tool for propaganda? How can you build arguments to prove something known or suspected to be false? The manipulative use of media and editing techniques. And other tasks were already prepared, like break into small groups, discuss the stuff. List your favorite theories as presented in the film and either defend or refute them. All to learn to think critical. And the most important thing of the whole documentary was, don't believe everything you hear or see. So, do you think you managed to watch the documentary critically and with an open mind? Yes? Then, did you see the cows on Antarctica? No? Well, look again. They have cows on Antarctica. So I started with the Earth is flat and I'm wrong, but hell the fuck, I don't think so. As a humble free mind and a critical thinker as I think I am, I went on investigation. I didn't take this video or this documentary for granted. So I was wondering, who is this Andrea Barnes? Did she actually live? But I couldn't find anything. And who's this silly Professor Ferrari that spins a ball around? Well, he's real, and I found out he is certainly not a flat earth believer. So I was getting suspicious. There were some clues, of course, the cows. But can you imagine in Victorian England in 1914 that a girl of 16 goes all alone on a quest to Antarctica? And another sign of when people are fooling around with you is when some suggestive information is exaggerated. It's made bigger than it is. So when Professor Ferrari says, you go on a merry-go-round and it goes, I doubt, more than 10 miles an hour, and you get off, you're all dizzy. You mean to tell me that people can be spun around at approximately 1,000 miles per hour and don't know it? At this point, I realized I was looking at the big joke. A hoax. Somebody was pulling my leg and I actually pissed myself laughing at it. This is the scene where it happens. And I said, okay, he's joking, making that globe spin fast. Because I have, and you all do, have something that spins twice as fast as the Earth at home. But it doesn't spin as fast as that globe did. Yeah, I see you thinking, what in the hell do I have at home that spins twice as fast as the Earth? But you really have. And it's called a clock. The dial that shows the hour spins twice as fast as the Earth. It goes twice around in 24 hours. While the Earth only goes around once every 24 hours. And if I look at it, and I look at it, I can't wait, but it doesn't move. So, showing a quick spinning ball is exaggerated, suggestive information. It is intended to mislead you. So, my flat earth friends, what I did, and many of you do not, is being really critical. That also means do not trust what you see, even if it agrees with your beliefs. So my research led to the real reason of the documentary. Let us read the teacher's manual. And it says, by presenting a vigorous case to the viewer, supporting a theory that every school child knows to be false in a scientific and entertaining way, In Search of the Edge challenges the viewer to stand up and say, wait a minute, that is baloney. So when did you say to yourself during the 26 minutes, that is baloney? So the whole documentary is a joke. It was intended to show how easy people can be misled. And this was done in the 1990s when the influence of TV got more and more powerful, and the makers wanted to teach children and the students that the media is capable of presenting data in such a way that you could almost believe it. So, Flat Earth friends again. Maybe you feel that whatever TV and politicians etc. say that they're lying to you, but you have seen how easy it is, so maybe you're true in your belief that you should not trust the government. But for me today it's YouTube, and it's not for educational purposes that they make up their videos, these guys. So all I want to say is keep an open mind, be critical, and more today than ever. And the people you follow on YouTube, the ones who use this fake documentary to prove to you a flat earth, should we seriously doubt their mental capability, their critical thinking, their honesty? They claim to be smart, yet they never discovered the real origin of this documentary, because they are not open-minded and critical. The earth is not flat, and I'm not wrong, because I did my own research and I discovered this. I've shown you now that you are being lied to, by people on YouTube. And you don't even know them. And they just copy whatever they find without checking it. And then they present it to you as truth. People who present themselves as critical thinkers, well, you may choose to believe them. I rather believe my science teacher, a man I personally know. And because we can do tests and have fun with physics, and I can see with my own eyes the effects of the tests and experience the reality, I think it's better than instead of finding the truth in manipulated videos on the internet. And in some of my other videos you can already see that I show people actually manipulate information. So I want to thank you for watching, and yes, I wanted to show you this. This is a non-composed picture which was taken this month, or just previous month, by a NOAA satellite. And I just want to show you this because half of the flat earthers always comes back like, where is there only one old picture of the earth from space? Hell, this is recent. This is less than a month old at the moment I make this presentation. And wait, I still have something for you to see if there are really critical thinkers among you. Could you tell me why I believe that this picture holds proof for a globe believer? So you don't need to agree with believing in the globe, but as a critical thinker you need to be able to argue the pros and cons, the physics, why something should be flat and something should be round. So, my challenge for you, look at this picture and tell me, maybe in the comments, why I think this holds proof for a globe. And for all the others who want to comment, you're welcome to do so. but please don't deviate from the subject. Let's stick to critical thinking this time. Thank you guys.